Hi, I'm Adriana and I'm nominated Mariel here for IKEA's Fix This Kitchen. I nominated her because she has a tiny kitchen. She just had a baby and her mom moved in from New York to help raise the baby, and it's just really too small and outdated to meet the needs. One, they're trying to make baby food. Secondly, they have to make food for me since I come all the time. And there's just not enough space to function.
I love to cook. I'm Dominican from New York. My husband is African American from Virginia, and food is a really big part of our lives, our culture. We have a lot of fun in the kitchen, but it's kind of hard to do that here because there's just no space. And we're going to give you a little tour of our kitchen and show you kind of some of the issues. This is our tiny kitchen. This little song you hear in the background. Our refrigerator has started making this weird noise. I don't know what's going on, but it's just making a very loud noise. There's really no room to put our recycling, so it kind of goes behind this door, which blocks the entrance to our basement. So another issue is this little tiny dishwasher. As you can see, our sink is full of dishes because we just can't fit everything in there because we have a mini-sized dishwasher. There's also not a lot of room for us to chop things up, and a lot of the baby stuff is around because we just don't have enough counter space for me to be able to do all the cooking that I like to do. This wonderful rice maker basically takes up more than half of our storage room, along with our toaster, our juicer, which I love because I get to make a lot of different types of juices for the baby, our coffee maker. It's just very limited space. These cabinets are obviously very old. As you can see, some of the handles have already started to come off, so you can't really use it. Like, I think this used to be a cutting board, but like doesn't function. It's kind of hard to make when, first of all, you don't really know what the temperatures are because the numbers aren't very clear, and also because the oven doesn't fully close completely. As you can see, it's like kind of hangs out there, so that's broken. This kind of goes off sometimes. I don't know what this is or what the function is, but it just tends to go off on its own sometimes. Also, our garbage is really tiny. I don't know if this is it. It's also broken, so you have to hold it so it won't fall off. It'd be nice if the recycling was next to our regular garbage. And another thing is our floors. Our floors, besides being like gross and kind of greasy, if they were here, wouldn't we move here? They're also coming out. Another concern of having a small child.
I met Mariel in 2002 in New York City. She and my sister worked at the Legal Aid Society, and my sister was raving about this cool new co-worker. So I met her a couple of times in New York, never being great friends with her. And then I spent a summer in San Francisco when she had lived in San Francisco. And I didn't know anybody there, so I reconnected with her, and we spent the entire summer discovering the restaurants in San Francisco, eating a lot. I gained 20 pounds. Remember that?
Yes.
I gained 20 pounds in San Francisco in 3 months, which is ridiculous. So ever since then, we've been close friends, and now we both live in DC, so we spend all of our time together, and whenever I need a nice meal, I come over. So things have really changed since the first time I met Mariel. We started off two swinging single ladies, and a couple of years ago, she rekindled an old flame with Steven, and she is now married, and they bought this home, have remodeled most of it. It's beautiful, and it's really a comfortable space. They're always inviting people over. The one thing that they have left is this kitchen, and that's almost the nucleus of their home environment. So I'm really happy that they just had a baby, and he's adorable. But it makes things a little bit harder to function when she's working full-time for the Department of Health. Her husband is a teacher. I mean, they have dedication to people all the time. They're busy all the time. And so when they come home, I'd like for them to have the ideal space. What I picture for their kitchen is something bright, colorful and open, something that is much like their personalities. Right now their house is redone in all of these bright colors. They have a lot of African art and Dominican art. And I think that something that goes along with that would really pull the whole house together.
Having a more open kitchen would work a whole lot better, especially for entertaining, because we like to entertain and we like to eat. Why y'all dancing like that? Y'all don't know what you're doing.
Well, you can send it to another like show, like that, you know, for some other.
Oh, this is
Fix my dance.
As opposed to you who have beer. I have eaten Caesar apple.
He gets so mad because I
some
cut
old
an
pieces
apple.
of cheese. And,
Okay, so I don't cook. Fine, that's why I come over here.
Bottle of margarita that you inherited from somebody.
I will say for your apple, go ahead and sprinkle some lemon juice on it so it won't get brown.
Well, the thing is, I take it and I take a bite, but apples are so big these days, so as I get bored, so I eat like 4 bites of the apple, and I'm like, well, I mean, you can't put it in Tupperware, it's already done, so I just put it in my fridge. You know,
Girl,
like, why?
4 bites, that's like most of the apple right there.
I know, but sometimes in the morning I want just 1 bite.
Do you eat it then?
Yeah, I eat it, but then he throws it out. He's like, I threw out that
No,
brown
I threw it out